onset of fall weather, certainly a welcome occurrence for folks in Silicon Valley, and we've got football on a gorgeous day here in Santa Clara as we are situated at Levi's Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Miami Dolphins and the San Francisco 49ers. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. Second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up second and 10 at the 21-yard line. Todd Gurley on the carry. The tackle made at the 24-yard line.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Third. Now Rivers. Now the Niners get there and bring him down. And that was Carlos Dunlap who got in to take him down.
5 yards.
Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And the Niners will go on offense.
At their
1st and 10.
27-yard line.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
David Montgomery, the ball carrier.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line.
The tackle made by Jesse.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Sam Martin
on 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and
3
now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Buying time to his left. Now he'll pull it down. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. Here we go. It's Gurley. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Is a turnover on downs.
Watch the slant. Check.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the
Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
58, right over there, right over there. 58,
Now a play fake. Breeze. That's caught by Montgomery. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
58, the mic. You're not ready. You're not ready.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job. Finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. On 2nd and 11 now. Rivers. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
On 3rd down, Rivers. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense, just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Now a run with Montgomery. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. That one a first down pickup of 8. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Throwing on first down is Breeze. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot. Because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. But he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. Breeze now to throw. Out to his left. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now as he'll punt it away for the second time. This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
That's a double win there, partner. You keep out of the return man's hands, and you pin him inside the 5-yard line. Pretty darn good.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking with those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it second and 4.
It's a pickup of 6.
6 yards on that last play. Here's second and 4. They'll try to throw here. Rivers flushed out right. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 11 yards there. First down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
56. Mike, 56.
On the counter, Ingram. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
This defense is really fooling around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
And that'll be incomplete. Rivers took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 33. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Rivers now to throw on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Looking in zone for Jones. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has really. They come up here now, first down. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Brings up second and 12.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on second and 12. Here's Breeze to throw. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. 22 yards there, a first down.
First and 10.
So first and 10 now from the 30. Coming right, this is Montgomery on the toss. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now second and 8 at the 32-yard line.
58, right over there, right over there. 53. Yeah, right there.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
From the gun on third down, Breeze completes it to Samuel. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. A couple of first downs have them to the 40 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Breeze. And he finds Montgomery complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. Deep ball for Goodwin. And this one is incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin. And that'll bring up second down.
He was covered by
after the incomplete pass here now is 2nd and 10.
58 to Mike. We're good, we're good. Mike, ready. I'm coming. 58, boys, 58. 58 to Mike. Watch the back.
Again, it's Breeze. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 yards there, first down. Now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
Ready. Waiting. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want it. 58, right over there, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. We're good, we're good. Right forward, ready. I'm going to run you over. Check. 58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
Breeze now on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
All right, D, let's try. All right, D. Showing up.
Now Montgomery. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. So third down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Robbie Gould on now to try the field goal. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And he's going to miss this one. Wide to the left from distance. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. And we're going to get a timeout. With 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Final play of the half, Rivers. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So plenty of action on the field, but no action right now on the scoreboard, at least as of yet. 0-0 is our score. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So no scoring in our first half. What will the second half bring as we are now back underway? Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And we thought this game had the potential to be tight. Maybe not this tight. Scoreless as we start the third quarter.
And I love the way you use the word tight. I'm going to take it a little bit different direction here because it's not just tight on the scoreboard. I think both offenses have been tight in how they've played this game. No one's been loose. No one's been free. They've got to find a way to make some plays, and I don't think you do it if you really tighten everything that you're doing in the game.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike. Army, 12, 12, 12. 58 to Mike.
Bree's going to try and throw on third down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Here's Sam Martin now, as he's on to punt for San Francisco. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. There are 0 points on the scoreboard for either side. It'll be interesting to see what adjustments were made. The defenses have obviously been great.
So if you like defense, this is a classic game. This is what you're looking for. But now you're trying to figure out how to gain any type of an advantage on offense. Is it through a big chunk play that they haven't seen before? Or is it just running your regular offense and running it better, trying to create an opportunity?
We'll see which avenue they choose to go down. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 11 yards there, first down. And a nice little broken tackle run there by Todd Gurley, the 10th pick in the 2015 draft.
And that's what you get with him, that full package of speed, power, able to catch the ball in the backfield. Many people doubted him coming out because of the knee injury in college. They're seeing the full Todd Gurley now, and it hurts.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 45-yard line.
Now it's Gurley. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
A gain of 2 on the play. And this is
on third down. They'll run it with Gurley. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Flush to his right. He'll run it. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
On the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room. Play 56. Play 56. Let's make these babies cry.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
3rd down.
Rivers now. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Carlos Dunlap able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
That's the 2nd sack of the game. The best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd.
Tackle by D. Ford. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 18-yard line.
Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. You kill.
2nd and 5 now. Breeze. He's going to find his tight end Boyle. And they'll get him down here at the 23. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
They're running it.
They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco and a pickup of 16. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. They run. Montgomery. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line.
Montgomery, the ball
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run and the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro Stephon Gilmore. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. That catch good for only a couple.
At the Niners' 39-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Rivers. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Complete to Alshon.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
They'll look to run with Ingram. And he's going to bull his way into the end zone for the Dolphins score. Mark Ingram, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. And it's no good. Well, that could be a critical miss here in a 1-score game in the 4th.
Mason Crosby set to kick off.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This will make it into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Their own 16-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. I tell you what, it's kind of hard to imagine. They have not scored a single point, and yet they're in this position. A touchdown drive here, and they're in the lead.
Normally, when you have 0 on your side of the ledger on the scoreboard, you're a little bit discouraged. But when they look over and see their opponents, they don't see a number that's way out there. They don't see a number they can't attain. In fact, they can get it right here on this drive and potentially take the lead.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Montgomery, he's got it on the draw. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Montgomery, the ball carrier.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down. So now 1st and 10 as they crossed into Miami territory right at the 40. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot, That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35.
Loss of 1.
Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
The Niners on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Bit of a surprise they ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. And now this defense trying to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left. And then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. Back to the ground. This time Montgomery. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
2nd and 6.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. From the 22, Breeze escaping the pressure right. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Pass rusher extraordinaire, D. Ford that time, getting the sack. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
13. 58, come on. Who that? 58, boys, 58.
Now Breeze. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. That's Shaq Barrett, last year's sack leader, gets in there to register another one. So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down.
Watch the shift. Win.
So that'll back him up 5. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Come on. 58 to Mike, 58 to Mike.
They'll go for it. It's Breeze. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And it's looking like the Dolphins are going to win the football game. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
Following the penalty, it's Gurley. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. 2nd and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. Again they run with Gurley. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
No gain on the play.
There's Matt Bosher now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. And this will be down by a member of the kicking team just outside of the 30-yard line. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And not all W's are created equal, CD, and this one came in shutout fashion.
Well, their offense certainly didn't need to do anything, right? They could take the day off, and they did. But the defense, they carried them in a big way.
Yeah, look, the offense obviously stuff to work on, but they did enough, and the defense carried the load.
But you know what they say, it's always fun to work on things if it didn't go well in your game with a victory in your pocket, and that's what they've got going forward.
So for the Dolphins, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Mile High to take on the Broncos. Meanwhile, for San Francisco, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Los Angeles Rams. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.